everyone. We're Indie Hip Chick. If you don't remember, my name is Terrian.
I'm Krystal.
And I'm Kristin.
And we're here today to talk with you about our goals and what we want to look forward to in 2019.
Yeah, 2019. I can't believe this year is over already.
I can.
Oh.
It's been real.
I feel like it's been like the longest short year ever. Like, there was like spurts where it was like, dang, Black Panther came out this year. And then there was spurts like, how's it winter already?
Nah.
Right.
Summer was my whole life. It was like 28 years long. I'm not 28, so that's crazy.
Nuts.
That is so funny.
I was like, I think my summer went super fast. It was like, here and gone.
I feel like I didn't even have a summer. Except I did. It's just like went too fast. There were like fun things that happened, but I feel like 2017 blended into 2018 for me.
I don't even remember 2017.
You got married.
Damn.
I don't even remember.
That's crazy.
Was it?
I know.
Was it in 2017?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm saying. It's been quite the year.
That's so funny.
Gosh. That's
I did. It's crazy. How did this happen? How? This year's been a long, short year.
But it was fun.
It was. Definitely. So, what was your, let's say maybe a high point of this year that you really, really liked? I was trying to think about one. I hope it's in 2018.
Well, for me, at least I know that I'm capable of like meeting my fitness and weight loss goals, which I did. But then things kind of like shifted gears over the summer, so I've like been gaining again. But at least I know I was successful at losing a substantial amount of weight, so I know that I can continue and be my best self in 2019.
Come on, best self.
I would say for me, was the cosplay series this year?
Yes.
I would say, I think that might have been one of my high points because that was like a lot of work. 28 days was a lot. But it happened. And I was just like, man, like, guess if you put your mind to it, like, you can do it. So it was like a great, like, knowing, like, to do that. And then also for me, like, I always wanted to do a cosplay of Mystique. And I've been saying I was going to do that for years. Like, probably since, like, 2008. Years. And I finally did it. And I really liked it. So it's just like, oh, yeah, you finally did that. So I had to like keep that going into 2019. But that was definitely like knowing I could do all of that and actually do like the characters that I wanted to do. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a good time. Busy, but I would definitely have to say my best thing for the year would be moving back to Indianapolis. So I've been wanting to do that for years. And Southern Indiana was the bane of my existence, and I'm no longer there, and I never have to go back, and life is great. And yeah, that was by far my number one good thing. But I've also been a better me, you know? Like, good times, bad times, everything in between. I feel like I've taken it in stride and really, like, upped my game in adulthood in life, so.
Are we adults, like, for real?
I feel like an adult. Like, I was, like I said, summer was long. It was long, yo. And it was really, really good. Then it was really bad for a minute. Then it got better. But I feel like I stayed centered. And I had some, like, personal and self-improvement, I guess, kind of goals that I kind of met, but met enough to make me feel like I was like, okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Life, I can do this.
You can do anything.
That's it. So I feel good about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't always easy, but damn it, we did it.
So what would you say is like your biggest like lesson or like takeaway from 2018?
Don't start with me.
Okay.
Back to the side.
That's really tough. And I don't know, I feel like there were too many things that I went through in 2018. So I think overall, I don't know. The biggest takeaway will probably be like believing in myself and then knowing that I am capable of like great things, and don't lose sight of not to lose sight of like who I am as a person, and I don't have to conform to like other people's expectations. I just only have to keep myself happy.
I would say for me, which is something I was talking to Terrian about before we started recording this, was like I had a moment towards like maybe October, November, where I felt like I was in like a big slump. And I listened to one podcast, The Friend Zone. So if you don't listen to The Friend Zone, you should listen to The Friend Zone. And they had 2 episodes where they were talking about like energy, and like it was called Keep That Same Energy, and then the other one was with Energy Worker. And during those episodes, they were just talking about like living in love and living in that energy, and like protecting your energy and living in that space. And I would say, I mean, I know this is like an end of the year lesson, so it's kind of like, how you gonna learn this at the end of the year? But
it's still the year.
It's still the year. Like taking that podcast, like from that, I learned I need to focus on my energy and stop trying to fix things, and stop taking things so personally. Like how I am as a person, like when somebody else doesn't feel good, like I try to fix it. Like I don't know why, but like for me, I match their energy. And instead of matching their energy, I just need to keep the energy that I have and like figure out how you like block that off. But like keep that good energy and just radiate that good energy, and don't match their energy in trying to fix whatever's going on with them. Because not everything is about you, and not everything needs an answer. You just gotta like, I don't know, it's hard for me because it's like, it feels so selfish, but it's like, you need to just focus on yourself. Like, it was just like, you need to focus on yourself, do what you need to do, and focus on yourself, and just make sure you're like being a good person and putting out like that good energy, so that, you know, at least that'll help that person that you're being a good you. And so I think that's like the lesson that I'm taking into like 2019 is like focusing on me, focusing on my energy, and not trying to fix everything, because that's not your job.
Right.
Yes. But yeah, it's just hard. I said it's a hard thing for me because I'm just like, I'm a fixer. I don't know what it is. I'm a fixer. Like, okay, well, I guess I got what you need me to do. It's like nothing, because it's not about you. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's my like end of the year lesson, which is kind of late, but you know, still learned it.
That's funny. I feel like my lesson for this year is that endings don't have to be bad. So I had like some kind of big endings and transitions this year, personally and professionally. And like it was things that needed to go, but it was just kind of a lot. But it all worked out and everything's good now. So endings don't have to be bad. Don't look at me.
Okay. Well, so before we all start crying.
I
know. Push that button. So,
stop.
It's like 12-minute intervals on that camera. I don't know why.
Okay.
This camera does what it's supposed to do. This one, trying to figure you out.
Oh, so this one is the one that's on there.
Yeah, because I gotta be closer so I can press the button.
Gotcha.
So you just gotta look at yourself through the little screen right there and hope for the best.
Hey, girl.
You at least got 30 minutes. I know that. So we ain't hit the 30-minute mark yet.
That's good.
So let's try to keep it under 30 minutes.
Well, I was hoping for 15 minutes.
Okay, we just had 2 intervals of 12.
It's over.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So what was your next? I can't think of the next question. I'm trying to be like, are we going into 2019 now? Like, what's our goal?
We can.
Yeah. Okay. You want to start? Like, what's your? Okay, so before we go into that, I know I've been watching a lot of Get Ready With Me, and the lady was talking about how when she doesn't talk about her goals and she just does them, like they happen, because you don't have that like, because she was saying something about you feel when you share what you're going to do, you get that satisfaction because people are like, yeah, and then you don't end up doing them because you're like, you got half of the satisfaction already. And so when we go into the goals, I want to make sure we don't like, I don't want to jinx us.
Well, I think that we can still keep it broad.
Okay.
And I remember, and when we were planning for this session, I put at the very top of like our page, like for things to think about, remembering that your goals, for them to be attainable, they have to be smart. So the specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time specific. So we can be general.
Okay.
And then like in our bullet journals or wherever we like our gratitude journals or whatever we're gonna write about, we can be specific. But I was just gonna throw out like my general goals because I haven't really figured it out. I just kind of know like what I want to get out of 2019.
Okay.
Do you want me to start?
Yep, we're just doing the same little line.
Okay, so I'll go first. I kind of wrote a little list.
Ooh, she's organized. 4
things that I would like to accomplish. I'll start from the bottom. So I really want to find a hobby. So I feel like a lot of times I'm like wasting time and I want to do stuff, but like I always feel like I need to like have someone else with me to do something, and I'm get really nervous about asking other people to like, hey, do you want to do this with me? But I mean, usually they say yes. I mean, Krystal doesn't ever say no. But but I also think I need a hobby, like something that makes me something excited to do every week, twice a week, whatever. So I've been like looking into things like that. So for a long time I wanted to do a triathlon. So maybe I should probably start training in some kind of way to even do a 5K because I've never done one. They've done one. They were cool. I'm not. So I should probably start somewhere. And I've also been really interested in like doing Pilates again. I used to do that a lot back in the day. You know, to be long and lean. And I want to remind myself to take a break and recharge. So work on leaving work and leaving work at work. And then at the end of the day, and then during the day at work, like taking breaks, because in my new role, I'm just kind of like in the office all the time, and I feel like maybe I should at least once a day like take a break, like go outside for a walk or something. And I need to remind myself that it's okay to ask for help. And it's really hard to do that because it feels like you're a failure, or like maybe you'll look bad if you ask for help, but that's not really true, because some of the people at the top were only at the top because they have the support to help build them up there. So that's something to remember. And then this is something that's really hard for me. So I want to practice being my future self. So instead of waiting for a change, so like sometimes I'll say, oh, I don't want to do this until this happens. I should prioritize and make small improvements happen over time. So then like I just build on top of everything to like be my best self. So it sounds really cheesy, but like I feel like it's real.
And those are good. You sound very adultish.
I don't feel like an adult. I think I'm also going through a quarter life crisis because I'm turning 30.
Turn out.
I was like, it sounds amazing.
I'm just like, oh, I'm there. I have to be grown up now.
That's really adultish though. I like that. You did a really good job. I haven't wrote down my goals at all yet. But I know like in my mind, some general ideas maybe? I don't know. I do know I want to work on like my health and like feeling better, I guess. Like I don't necessarily want to say I want to lose weight. I just want to be more comfortable with myself and like being healthy. Cause like there's stuff like I know that's like going out and you're like, shoot, these knees hurt. And so like maybe if I like work out more often or work out regularly, it like those bendings and that type of stuff, like that cardio of dancing won't be as strenuous. It'll be fun again. It won't be like, all right, y'all, going to the back. I cannot do another twist and a drop. So I mean, can't do another one.
Oh gosh.
So I guess, yeah,
you can't do that.
You can drop it.
I can drop it.
You can't
You cannot piggyback.
It's gonna stay dropped.
It will.
You better hold it tight.
I might have a good 3. Like, all right, we're done. So, I want to work more like on health, I guess. Not necessarily focusing on the losing weight aspect, but more just being more active, being more healthy. Done bought a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm thinking I need to use it and like work on that, just being healthy and being active type thing. Cause I don't know, I just want to make sure. Something that I get scared about is like cancer, like because it's really, really big in my family, and so I just want to make sure like I'm eating well and that I'm exercising regularly, so that at least that won't be the reason why like it happens. Like if it just happens because of genetics, then it happens because of genetics, but that I'm not like contributing to if it comes. Which I try not to think about it that way. I just know it's really big in my family, and so I just want to make sure that I'm doing whatever possible to keep that at bay for as long as I could possibly keep it at bay. And then another thing that I'm focusing on this year, which is what I was saying, like the lesson that I learned, is focusing on myself, minding my business, and making sure that I'm like working on my energy, being positive, and doing things that I enjoy doing, or at least figuring out what those things are that I enjoy doing, and living in a loving space, like trying to radiate that loving energy and feeling like that all the time. I don't know, I always feel like I feel so corny when I talk about it, because I'm like, man, you know how dope it was to feel like that in love feeling, like that tingly feeling, and you like feel like that all the time, like, oh my god, that would be so dope. So I know it feels kind of corny like when you talk about it out loud, but I really want to like work on trying to figure out figuring out sorry, I'm trying to see, this says we got today off for real, and maybe I can move my day to Wednesday. They ain't said it yet. But like living in that loving space and making sure that I am like working on this positive energy thing. And then I'm trying to think what the other one was. I can't remember. Oh shoot. Healthy. Oh, being more organized. Like going back to my bullet journal, using my bullet journal more regularly, and just being more organized and being more creative in my bullet journal. Because I really, really, like when I was using it regularly like I was supposed to, I felt like I was actually attaining things. Like I would have like a goal and I would actually get it done because I had it written down, and it would be like in a brush pen, like pretty, and I'd be like, oh, I did it. So like actually focusing on being, using that and like using it how you're supposed to use it, I guess, and actually like writing things down and remembering things, making my bullet journal a little bit more fun. I know like recently I've been putting in there like what I'm grateful for and thankful for every day, and so like writing about it and maybe like doing like a little review of the day and talking about the happy parts of the day. That has been like something big I've been working on, but making sure I bring that into 2019, keeping that going, working on the organization thing, but also like logging those gratitude things, because I really liked, I've only been doing it for maybe a week or two, and I really like going back and reading them. Like it's been really nice. Like you're like, oh, that was a nice day. And so it just helps with that whole like energy thing, because I like can go read that and it puts you in a good mood in the morning, and then like you write about your next day and you're like, oh, I can't wait to read this tomorrow. And so I'll say maybe those 3. I mean, I know like I have like business goals, but I don't even know where I'm going with those yet. I'm just kind of like hoping for the best, but so I don't really want to like talk about them a whole lot. I just know I have like, I wouldn't say business goals, I just know I want to do more stuff, but I don't know what more stuff is. I just want to do more stuff, but I don't know what that is.
It'll pop up, it'll come to you.
Yep. So there goes another 12 minutes. But yeah, I think those are at least what I've thought about right now. I haven't like really sat down and been like, here are your goals, Krystal, for 2019. Maybe I won't like do it like that, but I have no idea. But I know I just want to work on being like a better me, a more happy me. And yeah, not to say I wasn't happy this year, but a happier me. I feel like you can always be happier. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I think you can. I think maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Yeah. I'm done.
So for me, I've kind of been like thinking over like the last month or two about like what I want 2019 to look like, and like what I did well, what I did not so well in 2018. So for one thing that's very important to me for 2019 is to continue building my makeup artistry and education at Kristin Shelby Slays on Instagram. If you don't follow me already, shameless plug. But yeah, so that's been one thing that's been kind of a big thing for me this year, and just trying to build that following and build that clientele. Because it's just something that I love and something that I feel like would help a lot of women, especially Black women. Because like a lot of the women that I know don't really know how to use makeup, or they're kind of afraid of it. And, you know, there's so much out there that they just have no idea where to start or what to do. And I just feel like it's something, for me at least, that kind of helped me with like self-esteem and just feeling more beautiful and feeling like a woman. And I just want to spread that to everybody. So big goals for that. Just like I said, building the clientele, finally getting my website up because it makes me want to go play in traffic. But I'm going to get it done and it's going to be great eventually. But yeah, anywho. And then more so, I guess personally, I want to work on relationships in 2019. And I mean that like across the board, friendships, romantically, family, everything. Because I feel like I don't maybe know how to value relationships as well as I should, or build them. So I want to work on that. That's like a big thing for me that I feel like I need to, especially at this stage in life, figure out how to build them, how to value them appropriately, and like when to let them go, when to fight for them, things like that. And then health-wise, I have some things that I'm working on that I don't really want to talk about right now, but kind of the same as everybody else, just overall striving to be healthier and more grounded, and like physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that, just kind of more centered and whole, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
So then,
Okay, what's that?
so we're all like super excited, and we're all, I think it's a theme is that we all want to be happy.
Yeah.
And we
At least
all
for
want,
me,
we
I
all
know
just want
that.
to feel good. Like, being healthy doesn't always just mean like being in a healthy weight. It could mean just being happy with where you are in life, having the clarity, and being comfortable. And I think those are important.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Yeah. So like you don't have to be like a perfect. You don't have to be like a perfect like look or anything to have those. So.
But I mean, if you are.
It's Kristin. I don't. It's Kristin.
Kristin Shelby Slays. I don't know if you heard it.
Yes.
Just in case. Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like this was a good idea and really fun, at least for me, because I really like to hear other people's goals because it inspires me too, and I like to see like what people are like thinking about, because then it helps inspire me a little bit, sparks those excitements.
I'm excited. I think 2019 is going to be great. If I can remember, it's going to be 2019.
It's done. 2018 till May.
That's very tricky. Think like, what's next year?
That's not it.
Yeah, no, yeah. 2019 is upon us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here.
And I have like what,
Life's real.
50 something days till I'm 30.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
We'll see how that
excited.
goes.
Ooh. I don't know. I'd be excited about 30. I'd be excited about a lot of old stuff, I feel like. Who was I talking to the other day? We were talking about gray hair. Was that Lexi?
Me and
Yeah,
Lexi,
you and Lexi?
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't wait to have, because I'm starting to get grays. Well, I already had grays. I've had grays since I was like in high school. They just been in there. But now you get kind of like, I know where they are, and I'm like, oh, look at my silver hair. And then I get mixed up with it being cat hair. or my hair.
Oh.
So I always pull it. And I'm like, nope, that's mine. Put it back. And so I'm super excited about like having gray hair. I don't know. Like I really want. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably gonna have salt and pepper. Salt and pepper seems to be the thing my grandpa has, and I'm like, dang it, why can't you just be all gray? Like, it's just gray. But I really want to have like gray hair, and I'm excited about being 30 because I don't know. I'm just like, oh.
I feel like I'm never gonna have gray hair.
Probably not.
Like my grandma's hair is black, and she's.
That's what I was like. Does your dad got gray? I feel like I don't see any grays in his head. Does it? Huh. Well,
does your grandma dye her hair?
No.
Okay.
She's like, she's not doing that.
No, she would never.
She would never.
She wouldn't, no. She's still hot comb curlers on the stove.
Whew.
And you know,
that's hot.
My grandma is like one of my favorite people in the world, and I dang near lived with her when I was a kid. Like I lived with my parents, but she was our babysitter, so we were there every day. I have never seen my grandma wash her hair, ever, not once. My sister has, and she washes it in the bathroom sink, which is crazy because their sink is like this big. But when she said that, I was like, dang, how did you mention that? I've never seen grandma wash her hair. Random, I don't know.
Oh, my grandma I would help my grandma wash her hair, and then she would have me grease her scalp. She don't ask me to do that.
I've seen her with the hot comb a couple times, but not very often. And that's crazy because
we need to find out what
all
her
the
secret
time.
is.
Like all the time.
I mean, Krystal doesn't, but
they're putting them rollers in.
You can find out. Krystal doesn't. Krystal wants the grays.
I do. I want all the grays.
Yeah, I mean, she has a couple, but like it's mostly black.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I feel like older women are just a whole different they're a whole different cup of tea. Cause I have a friend who said, cause his mom is probably in that range, like where your grandparents are, and he was like, you never see her on an off day. No. Her hair is always done. She comes out the room flawless, and you're just like, how?
Yeah.
How did you come out the room like this? And I was like, dang, you got high expectations for some women. Yeah, I showed them come out the room flawless. I'd be like, woo.
I don't know about you, but
no. Couldn't even try. Woo, me and my sweatpants. I'd be like, sweatpants, hair just does what it wants today.
I don't even own sweatpants. Fun fact.
Me neither.
That's not true. That was a lie. I do. I have some other stuff.
Nope. I don't have any sweatpants. I have yoga pants.
I have a plethora of those as well.
That's the only.
I have one favorite sweatpants though. One favorite pair. And I bought 3 colors at the same time, but the other 2 colors just don't fit like them gray ones. I don't know why. Don't give me them red ones. Ugh, horrible. Black, maybe. Gray, all day.
I'm with you. I love sweatpants. I just love it. My mom is ashamed of me. It's okay.
I'm always too hot.
Oh, well, we're not gonna talk about why I'm not hot in my sweatpants, but you know.
Okie doke.
Alrighty.
So are we going to end it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching our video. We really appreciate you. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat.
Nope.
No Snapchat?
I don't know. We on there. Does
We
anybody
don't
snap?
use Snapchat.
We don't use it.
We have Snapchat. We don't use it.
We don't use it. Don't be sending us no messages.
We're at Indie Hip Chick everywhere. So follow us and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, of course, because we're awesome. And hit the bell. You don't want to miss everything we have coming up in 2019. So
Yeah.
what you doing? Hit that bell.
Is it right here?
I think it's up
Is it right here?
It's somewhere. It looks like this.
And that's what it's makes. The sound it makes.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Well, see you guys in the next one.
Bye.